Going on to you, Sagittarius out here. Hopefully, y'all are having a good day. It's hot as a mug in here, window open, still hot. Um, Situation for you is that the Ace of Cups, Five of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. I want to take this off because it's still cold outside. But what you, Sagittarius, got going on is the Ace of Cups, Five of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. So this pretty much represents how, like, you have a person, more than likely the ex, that wants you to really show them compassion. But a lot of you Sagittarius are really starting to understand. I think I may be getting out ahead of myself, but let me save that because I'm getting ahead of myself. But you have this person that basically wants you Sagittarius to show them compassion. How I know is because the Ace of Cups, right? So whatever crumbs fall off the table for you, right? Whatever kind of help you're willing to give, whatever it is that you Sagittarius have done, whatever kind of kindness you've shown this ex, they've always essentially used that and looked at you like you were weak. But that's stupid. That's warped, because how were you weak when they were getting everything that they have from you? So to kind of show you my point, Ace of Cups, right? And then you have the Five of Pentacles. Notice how there's both water on the floor here, right? That the water that comes from your cup, whatever it is that you're willing to give to them because you have so much for yourself, you're willing to offer it to other people, or specifically give to them. Five of Pentacles. They've been a parasite, taking from you for as long as they possibly could. And at first it didn't seem that way, but they could have, right? They started getting entitled to it, and that's the situation. So a lot of you Sagittarius understand the name of the game. A lot of you understand what type of time it is, right? So it represents how you're in a place where, you know, they were willing to accept anything. They're willing to accept anything that comes from you now. But the thing about it is that the King of Wands gets in the way of that, meaning that that's what happened. This is what happened that would get in the way. It's the ego. The ego is the thing that would get in the way with them. When you Sagittarius were supposed to help them, or when you would try to help them be in a relationship, no, they want your resources and they want you to give them your resources, but they don't want to be in a relationship with you, which is stupid. Because once again, this is the thing that a lot of people don't get, that when it comes to people using other people, they don't understand that it's the person. It's not just the finances, it's the person. The years that the person has built a connection with other people. You understand what I'm saying? And so people who know it's not just about the finances, right? It's about the connections that you build with people. And in order, and in order for you to get to that point, right, you have to be a people person, right? You have to be socially aware and socially adept, not inept, a socially adept, ADEPT, right? Adept, meaning that socially good. You're good socially. You don't rub people the wrong way. And see, that's the thing that a lot of people who are socially inept do. They rub people the wrong way. Every time get into a situation long enough with them, they block every blessing that they possibly could. They shut every door that they possibly can shut. And then wondering why it is that their life is not really going anywhere, right? Why their life is lame. Oh, why this stuff happens and that stuff happens? Because they're not doing anything. Every time they get a chance to actually be in the same room with people that could put them on, you know what they do? They do everything they can to make a downfall of that connection by doing wrong by the person, or showing the person why it's a waste of time to talk to them. And so the ego is the thing that got involved. You Sagittarius, again, Ace of Cups, you have an abundance. You have for yourself and to share with other people, right? Islam. And so that's love. And so they're not willing to do that. They want to be in charge. While they have nothing at the same time. They don't have any good results that they say that they want, while at the same time they want to be able to just do what? Boss people around. And so the Four of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands here just represents, this is why I was saying I was getting ahead of myself a little bit. Four of Pentacles, Ace of Wands represents they wanted to control you, and that wasn't going to fly. Four of Pentacles, arms crossed, it wasn't going to fly. Holding your own pentacles, keeping the pentacles underneath your feet and holding your own pentacles. You're not letting that fly, because that makes no sense. The one who's doing the most asking, begging, is also the one that wants to give orders and be disrespectful and be out of pocket and disrespectful with people. Nah, that's not going to happen. And so the Ace of Wands represents how this is them trying to command you, and this is them trying to command you, and this is you basically being like, nah, that ain't going to go down like that. The Eight of Swords represent how, but those exes, I'm telling you, they really want you to be around. They want you to be around. They want you, Sagittarius, to come through and save them, but you, Sagittarius, knew what time it is. Now, they are a parasite. All they can do is offer you nonsense. That's all it is that they really want to do. And so the Eight of Swords here represents how a lot of you, Sagittarius, you're basically in a place now where what you got going on is you feel good. Eight of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, concentration. You, Sagittarius, feel good. You feel at peace. You can concentrate on the things that you want to do. You ain't got to, you know what I'm saying? Those negative Nancys, you feel what I'm saying? Every time you go to do something, that ain't going to work. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everything is not going to work. You know what I'm saying? Nothing is going to work with these people. It's like, nah. They constantly telling you about what's not going to work. It's like, what you mean? What do you mean it's not going to work? What are you saying, right? What are they saying, right? You have space. You have time to breathe. You could relax. You don't have anybody in your ear. And even if you do, they're not. Oh, I'm a Virgo. Ooh. Even if you, Sagittarius, do have somebody in your ear, that I'm sure they telling you some good stuff you want to hear. You feel what I'm saying? Somebody you romantically involved with that you want to hear. And so the thing is that the Page of Wands here represents how, right, you standing straight up now. So you don't have this monkey on your back, so to speak. And I'm not calling anybody a monkey. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you don't have that kind of situation where you have someone who unfortunately is a burden in your life, but then they don't want to date, but at the same time, they are disorderly and dysfunctional. And so the thing is that the Four of Swords and the Seven of Wands here represents how you're in a place where the Six of Swords and the Seven of Swords for you, Sagittarius, also speaks about how, because guess what? Six of Swords, that person still wants you around. So all of the back talk, all the nonsense, you're not talking to them. They still want you to come back around and reach back around. They would take it in a heartbeat if you, Sagittarius, were able to, or not able to, but if you were willing to hand it to them, they would take it in a heartbeat, 100%. But then you also have the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords for you represents how you, Sagittarius, are in a place where the Seven of Swords is really about how, but you don't want them. You know, you're giving yourself that level of protection for not only them, but anybody who acts like them to stay away from you, because you, Sagittarius, now know, like, okay, these people are gone fool. These people are out of their mind. Them individuals will pop up in your life and have your life all topsy-turvy, all upside down. You don't want that. On some Fresh Prince of Bel-Air type stuff. You do not want that. Right? Let's clarify the Seven of Swords. You have the Four of Gabriel, Star card, Five of Ariel, Three of Michael, and then you have the Four of Ariel to clarify the Seven of Swords. to show you. So the Seven of Swords is the protection that you put up. You're not jaded. But what it is that you know what to look out for if and when you see this nonsense happening. So the Four of Gabriel, the Star card, and the Five of Ariel here for you, Sagittarius, speaks to how you are happily single and enjoying your life. Or, you know, maybe some of you Sagittarius are married, or you're getting to know somebody happily. You know, if this is a marriage situation, then it's either you've made a strong decision to not be with them, or it's an ex trying to come back, wreck your marriage, even though you married to a person, because that type of stuff does happen a lot often than what you think. And in any case, the Five of Ariel represents you Sagittarius still don't want to have anything to do with them. And they're just going to have to take this loss, right? Take that dub. Three of Michael and the Four of Ariel right here for you Sagittarius also is about this being in a place for you where what you've got going on, Three of Michael is, they're going to feel a certain kind of way, but the Four of Ariel, though, it doesn't matter for you because they spent this whole time trying to be adversarial with you. They need your help. That's why it is that they're crying now. Too bad. So, too bad, so sad. But that's it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. You Sagittarius are out here doing your thing. Trying to get the YouTube channel to 100K. We're at 29,522 subscribers. Hit the notification bell, set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. And if you Sagittarius want to come through and get a personal reading, the link to that is in the comment section below. Some people deserve it.